4 years ago, I was at this park smoking weed all of the time. I would work 8 hours, come here, and just start smoking weed. That's what I would do. That was my time to relax, and I hang out with my boys. And fitness goals, anything I wanted to achieve was just out the window. This was our time to wind down after a stressful day of work. So the point of this video is, your friends might be holding you back. And I'm not saying it in a negative way, and they're not bad people, but for at least in my perspective, if you want to set out and set sail towards your fitness goals and actually getting in shape, and you haven't been able to achieve it yet, it really can come down to your friend group, the people you're surrounded by. And that's what the case was for me. Even when I'd be consistently trying to build a routine in the gym, trying to meal prep food for work, one thing leads to another, and I always fell off. It was so hard to stay consistent. And if that's something you can resonate with, then you'll feel what I'm about to say. You meal prep, you actually get things done maybe on a Sunday, you reset, you actually get ready, you trained, everything's good. Then you have food for Monday and Tuesday, then you run out of food because every single day after work, the people you're surrounded by, you just go out and you waste time. You're just procrastinating, talking about useless conversations that don't benefit you towards your goals at all. Just wasting fucking time talking about dumbass bullshit, right? And that's what it was for me. I'd be consistently having these talks, stoned to the bone, just talking about random shit that didn't benefit me at all. And if you feel like you're in that situation, you got to look at it from a bigger perspective. If you want to get into shape, you also have to change your lifestyle. That's what comes with it. Like, to do a challenge and getting in shape is different, because then you're just restricting yourself for 75 days. But even then, you're still changing your lifestyle temporarily. But then when it ends, what are you going to do? You let off the throttle, and then you lose the progress, and then you fall back to where you started. So this way, you understand that to get in shape, it is a lifestyle change. You need to change the way you live your life. You need to dedicate a little bit more time towards the gym. You need to dedicate a little bit more time towards prepping meals, making nutritional good choices that are going to push you towards getting that dream body, right? So the way I see it and break it down is, you have to ask yourself, are these people holding me back or not? And the best way to do that and actually test that out is by setting sail, actually setting a goal for yourself and going for it. If you want to drop 20 pounds and put on 5 pounds of lean mass in the next 7 months, 5 months, 6 months, go for it, right? But you got to take action. You actually have to do it. And if you're surrounded by people that after work, they just want to wind down, hang out, play board games, smoke weed, whatever it may be, you got to ask yourself, am I going to be getting close towards my goals, or am I just going to be wasting time? And the best way to actually put things into action is just do it. So let's say you do it. And then a month down the line, you've been consistent, but your friends are always bugging you. They want to change. They want to go out. They want to do this. They want to do that. And you're like, no, I can't. There's two options that's going to happen. Your friends are either going to resent you, build envy towards you, not like you, and stop reaching out to you and hanging out. Or they can respect your grind of actually wanting to do something better for yourself, and they'll join. And if not, they'll stand from the bleachers and still cheer you on, right? But 90% of the time, you're in it to win it for yourself, bro. You have to make the decision to actually do it, because no one's going to tell you, like, yo, bro, let's lock in. Like, it's not happening. The only way it's going to work for you is if you set sail for yourself and you put yourself in the position to meet like-minded people that are on the same journey as you. And that's what happened to me. 4 years. This is what I look like. Training my ass off. I look roughly like that, on and off, a little bit fatter, a little bit skinnier for 4 years. And I was hanging out with a big friend group, and like, things was breezy, but my physique was terrible. My mental health was terrible. I was not in the shape I wanted to be in. I was not doing the things I wanted to do. And every single night when I go to sleep, I envisioned something better. I had more to give to this world than I was doing. And living in a what if opposed to actually putting it into reality is such a big difference. Imagine living in a what if life. 60 years down the line, what if I actually did it, bro? What if? That would kill me. I'd rather at least try, attempt, and fail over and over and over again than to just what if. So if that's something you feel like you're struggling with, you need to set sail and actually go for it. Do it. Attempt it. And if it's going to work, it's going to work. And your friends are going to stay or they're not. And the best part about it is, if they don't, think about it. Were they really even there for you? Was that really even somebody you needed? If you're just having a good time hanging out and you're not pushing towards anything and you're just being stale, just kind of relaxing, unwinding, it doesn't do anything for you, right? You're not moving the needle towards anything. Work, business, goals, whatever it is. It's not going to change if that doesn't change. So the best way to actually make that change is by setting sail and actually taking action. So now, let's say you do take the action, you do go for it. Those people, if they leave, it's fine. You have to look at it in this perspective. If they're gone, they didn't want to be there to support you for whatever you wanted. And that's completely okay. That doesn't make them a bad person. It just makes them not aligned with you. And what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to find new people. You're going to have people that are like-minded and want the same things you do. And that's going to lead to your success right there. That's what I did. I set sail. I had enough. I went through a season of being alone for like literally 2 months. Boom, right away. A couple of my old high school buddies that were working out at the same time. We linked up. We started working out together. Boom. Now I found my people. Right? And I was doing that for a bit. I rekindled my friendship with one of my old boys from high school as well. And then we started working out together too. It all comes down to that, bro. Just changing your circumstances and putting yourself in a position to grow. If you're going to be hanging around people that are not going to help you grow, you're going to be in the exact same position. And I don't want that to happen to you because it happened to me. And I'm making this YouTube video because I wish someone was here like this telling me in a fucking camera that, yo, it can be like this for 4 years if you don't make a change now, right? And that's honestly the biggest setback and the biggest downfall for so many people. You'll try over and over and over again. You'll get judged for it. People will make remarks about it. And you lose motivation. You lose the drive. You don't actually pull through with it. Then what? Then what? You quit. And that thing turns into a dream, turns into a what if. And instead of that dream becoming a reality, you just completely let it vanish. And you can live the rest of your life going down that path. Like these people will literally get stuck in that high school persona of just hanging out, smoking weed, doing dumb shit. Like if you know you have more potential than that and you're better than that, the way I structure it is peak performance. Like I want to be at my fucking most top performing state at all times with sustainable habits and a sustainable lifestyle so I can keep it long term. Because not only that, if you try, you get in shape, you're going to lose it. There's a potential chance that you can lose it if you don't build something long term that's going to work. If you do a little short-term challenge, sure, you get in shape, you tell your friends about it, they're supportive because they know it's going to be over soon. And when it's over, what's at the end of that line? What's after? Okay, you did it, now what? Are you going to actually change permanently? Are you ever going to do that for the rest of your life? Or are you just going to go back to your old ways and then slowly all the progress you worked hard for is vanished? And what's that going to lead to? Less confidence coming in next time. And if you do that 3-4 times, you're going to be totally lost and not willing to attempt ever again. And I was on the phone with this guy today. He wanted to sign up for the coaching program. And he's like, yeah, man, I've been out of shape for the past 10 years and I want to make a difference. I want to make a change. I've done it 2 times. I fell off and I heard what you're talking about, sustainable habits. I want to make the change. Right now, this is my 3rd attempt. I'm going all in, but I'm plateaued right now. I can't break through that barrier. I'm stuck. And as soon as push came to shove, it was time to actually commit and make that change. He wasn't willing to. And the reason being is because he's scared. He's scared, what if? What if I fail? I've already tried this 2 times and it didn't work. Now, what if I'm going all in, investing on myself for the first time and it does fail and I actually don't get anything, right? And it's possible because he's done it to himself before. So the more times you try and fail, the less confident you're going to be coming into it next time. So the only way to break through that is create a plan that's going to work long term. Attack it full force. And if the people you're surrounded by are by your side, they will support you and they'll stay. And if not, they're going to go. And that is something you have to be okay with. You have to be okay with being alone because it's not forever. You're putting yourself in a position to network with people like-minded. So people that are broke and they want to make money, that's all they want. They go network to networking events with people that are entrepreneurs, making money, whatever niche they're in, right? Building connections. It's the same thing with your fitness. If you want to get in shape, you need to put yourself out there to build connections. You need to put yourself out there to build something sustainable that you can actually have long term, because nobody cares if you got shredded for the summer and then you're fat as hell in the winter. Nobody cares. Your results are a quick in and out scheme. It's the same thing as a challenge. You need to commit, get into the shape you're looking for, and keep it. And that's something I've had to learn. So for 4 years, I struggled. 4 years, I was surrounded by the wrong people. 4 years, I was wasting my time, knowing I had more potential and not living up to my fullest. Like, it's insane looking back at it now. It's like, holy shit, I could have been 4 years ahead. But no, I'd rather waste the time and learn this lesson. So now that I've learned this lesson, it's only fair if I could preach it to the camera, because nobody talks about that shit. Everyone talks about everything is sunshine and rainbows. It sometimes isn't. It is while you're hanging out. It is while everyone's making money. It is while everyone's in shape. But if you're not there, and everyone's that you're surrounded by doesn't have any sort of goals and ambitions that you do, think about it. You're surrounded by a ton of anchors, and you're the ship trying to set sail towards your goals, and you got a ton of anchors just holding you back, right? So if you want to make that change, you're going to have to let go of those anchors. And if they're going to support you, they're going to support you. And if not, they're going to go. But regardless of the fact is, it's going to make a difference in your life, and you're going to be able to save so much wasted time and so much procrastination. What if? You need to do it now. And if you don't, you're going to be like me. Wasted 4 years. Now that I have it, okay, it's amazing. It's great. I built something sustainable. I can still hang out with my girlfriend, go out for dinners, live a balanced lifestyle where I could still be in amazing shape and still live my life, not trapped. But there was so much trial and error I had to go through. So now that I'm on the other side, as a fitness coach, it is my due diligence to tell you guys what it is, how it should be, and what your best plan of action is. I feel like that's literally my duty to do so, right? And if you're going through a similar situation that you're surrounded by the people that you think are holding you back, you got to ask yourself, is there more that I have to offer in this life? And if it is, great, go for it. And if you need the assistance, I'm here. I'm literally a coach that helps people optimize their lifestyle so they can have long-lasting results, not a yo-yo restrictive diet that brings you in and out of shape. As soon as you leave the program, boom, you gain all the weight back. I'm looking for long-lasting results. So I work from the foundation in. If you're someone that has an ego and they're not willing to learn or drop whatever method that you learned that kind of got you in shape, then I'm not willing to work with you. But if you actually are willing to drop your ego, willing to actually learn a whole new way, a brand new foundation, starting from ground up, and we build it up together, I'd love to work with you. In the first link in this description, there's going to be my Calendly link. Book a call, we'll talk about your goals, and we'll see how we get you there. If you have any questions, there's going to also be my IG linked in that handle as well. Send me a message, we'll talk about it. But at the end of the day, whether we connect and work together or not, or you just set sail and you go on this mission alone, I at least want to be able to point somebody in the right direction. I don't care who's watching this, 5, 10 people. If there's one person that can point in the right direction, it will make a difference. I could save somebody 4 years by saying this information, and it would be criminal for me not to do so. So that being said, that's the end of this video. You got to question yourself. Are the people I'm surrounded by pushing me towards my goals, or are they holding me back? And once you figure that out, you're going to know the answer yourself. You either do it or you don't. But just know, on the other side, whatever you dream of, whatever that man you inspire to be, every time you look in the mirror, that guy you want to be, he's there. He's on the other side of this uncomfortability. He's on the other side of this change that you need to do. So think about it, bring it to action. With all that being said, that's the end of this video. Your friends might be holding you back.